celebrated the release of Caretaker, the first of 3 books in the Goodpasture Chronicles. It was exciting for us at the show because it was written by our music director, Jason Halbert, and his wife, Rhonda, under the pen name R.J. Halbert. See what they did there? I know. Since then, the novel's earned all sorts of accolades, the Global Book Award, Amazon bestseller status, and a nomination for Best First Novel by the Independent Book Publishers Association. The audio version drops today. It's super special, y'all. Here to tell us more about it, let's welcome back to the couch Jason and Rhonda, or R.J. Halbert. Trying to think of the last time we were all 3 together, if it was when we were building the teepee at my ranch, but I couldn't.
Yes.
Was that the last time? Man, I wish that was on camera.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah, we should. It was so fun. Anyway, no, congrats on the success of the book. We're all just as collectively as a team so proud of y'all.
Thank you. Yeah, we so appreciate the show's support. I mean, the day that episode aired, it went to #1 in 3 categories, and it's just it's just been an amazing ride. And
that's because it's really good, man.
Well, thank you.
Yes, I was like, when's the next one coming out? I was very excited about it. Anyway, you said doing the audiobook was an emotional. It was just as emotional as writing it, right?
Absolutely. It was like rewriting it again. It was such an emotional journey the first time. And then you're actually putting voices, live voices, to the stories that you put in there. And it felt real again. And so you, as the listener, feel like you're in the story. You're watching the scene.
Beautiful. Well, we have some of the actors from the Caretaker audiobook here. Let's bring one out now. She is a world-renowned music icon and 6-time Grammy winner who has sold more than 30 million albums and has over 1 billion streams. She's performing at the Ryman in Nashville this weekend. She has a new album due this fall, and earlier you actually got to hear her perform Home, Liana's song. So let's everybody say hi once again to Amy Grant. You're wearing, man, but you smell good.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to steal whatever that is.
Come on, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I welcome to the show. I'm gonna be so cool, but yeah, he knows I'm freaking out right now. Anyway, we're so cool and I'm chill. In a way, though, Amy played a big role in the whole book happening in the first place, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could have stopped after Amy's played a big role. She played a big role in our life. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you remember, I always say to people, not to you, but I think the reason I got my job is because I know Amy's catalog. I was in New York City. You were doing a duet with Justin Guarini. I worked for Justin. Yeah. And you were coming in to do a duet. We rehearsed Miss Independent. And as we were all leaving, you were like, hey, does anybody know my grown-up Christmas list? And I'm like, I was born for this moment. And we worked it out because you were recording an album. Yeah. And because of that, we stayed and talked for like 20 minutes about growing up in Texas and stuff. And next thing I know, I'm your music director.
And the next thing you know, like, Justin Guarini hates me because I've stolen him. I was like, buddy, he's from Texas. This was meant to be. We were fanning over you. That's why I'm going to be so chill right now. But we were. I think you have one of those careers and those songs and those moments for a lot of us that are so nostalgic and pivotal moments in different, parts of our lives. And it's like, even though you don't know everybody personally, we feel like we know you for that reason. So what was it like to take on the character? It's the mom. That's a big role in the book.
Yes, I love storytelling, and I love the fact that nobody could see, because when you talk about being an actress, it's too much.
Me too.
But the idea of just trying to tell a story. So for me, it was just delivering the lines, and Rhonda, you gave great direction.
Thank you.
Just directing me, say it this way, act disinterested, and to me, it was just trying to uncover and be natural.
Yeah. That's why I love doing the voiceover work, because it's like you get to just concentrate because we're singers, right? So it's like I am used to focusing. That is my storytelling device, like with tone, emotion, like everything.
Yes.
like actors, it's like the whole body. So it like scares me.
Yeah, yeah.
But
don't involve this.
I'm like, please, yes, yeah. It was so amazing though. So let's talk about the song Home. Incredible song. Why was it so important to the audiobook?
Jill Pickering, who's here in the audience. Yeah. She's a longtime friend of ours, and we gave her a pre-release of the book, and within a day, she wrote this song off of the book.
Yeah.
And sent it over to us with her vocal and a guitar. I wept. I cried.
Yeah.
I wept because she told our story in a song. Yeah. And she wrapped up the beauty of that entire book in one song. And it was just so beautiful. We were like, oh my gosh, we have to make this a part of the audiobook. Yeah. And of course, Jason can't do anything small. So he goes.
He's Texan.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's big in Texas. So he's like, oh my gosh, Amy did the voice of Liana. What if we ask Amy to sing the song? And I was like, that's on you.
And at that point, Jill Pickering is crying because she's like, this is a great idea because we're all fans of her. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think I had to have a small drink or something before I took the nerve to text Amy's manager, and just because it was already such an ask to get her to do this, and we sent the song, and she graciously agreed to do it. And it just, again, Amy's such a storyteller in her music. It made sense. Like, I couldn't imagine anybody else telling the story in this book, and so thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Our next guest portrays the title character in the Caretaker audiobook. You've seen him in Stargate, The Mummy, The Chosen, everything. I love him so much that I actually thought we already knew each other, but I was one of those Tool fans that just, no, I just watch him a lot. Let's welcome Erick Avari. Y'all plan this? Y'all look, it looks like you match. You coordinated colors. Yeah.
It was just.
Look.
Mind meld.
I'm not joking. I thought that we had had conversations. I am that Tool fan that has seen you so much. I'm such a fan of your work.
Likewise.
That I thought I knew you, but nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
But so what made you want to be a part of this project? You're part of so many amazing things. What about this one?
Well, I got the book. And, I mean, they had me at the prologue. You know, for you who don't know, it starts out with lands far from here, with kings and queens and, you know, evil high priests and so on.
I'm in,
Yeah, I was in. And then it jumps into small town Americana. You know, just that contrast. And then they keep hearkening back to these ancient lands.
How does it tie together?
Oh, it's just with mystery and intrigue. And I got to say, not just because you're here, the attention to detail, you know, just brings the characters and that whole picture to life.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Caretaker is the first in a trilogy. When can we expect the next installment, you guys?
Oh, it's taken us a while, but it looks like October of this year.
You heard it! I'll be like, how much time do you need off to finish it? I'm like, we're such a society now that we're like, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. And I was like, how long do I have to wait? Anyway.
It's funny, we actually had to do some rewrites after working with Erick because we sat down with dinner with him and we were talking about some scenes we were writing for our next book.
Yeah.
And in the next book, a lot more takes place. And I happened to mention, oh yeah, we're gonna have an interaction with Alexander the Great. And he goes, you mean Alexander the Horrible? and so he gave us a little bit of a history lesson about how history can be written differently by victors or losers. And from Vantage Point.
Yeah.
And so we went and did a lot of rewrites based on a whole conversation we had with him. So I'm gonna blame him for slowing it down. Not my busy boss.
No, that's so cool. I love that the historical stuff is involved too. It's just, you paid so much attention to detail and important ones that once again, it's like thought-provoking. You find yourself reading and then you go Google something. You're like, was this real or did they make this up? I think that that's really cool. And it's enticing and it's exciting and anyway, I'm a super big fan anyway, but thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I'm so excited. excited about this. The book is called Caretaker, and the audiobook is available today at rjhalbert.com. Also, later this year, you can see Amy on a 9-city Christmas tour. Oh my God, I love your Christmas album so much. It's crazy. I'm sitting here, and the 10-year-old in me is freaking out. Anyway, you can catch her on a Christmas tour in addition to her annual Christmas residency at the Ryman alongside her incredibly gifted husband, Vince Gill. So there, go online for details. And keep an eye out for Erick's upcoming short film project called The Solomon Saga, which is super interesting. We'll be right back.